Hello viewers, welcome to your Autonomous College. Today we are going to discuss about a new concept that is known as the minimization of DFA. In a previous topic we are learning how to convert NFA to DFA and how to eliminate NFA from epsilon. Then we are learning today how to minimize the DFA part. Because you know that whenever user can convert NFA concept to DFA, in that moment the DFA looks like a one complex diagram. So that we need to remove some states in this DFA concept. Now we can learning what are the different ways to minimize the DFA to normal and simple DFA diagram. We are learning today topic. Let us focus on the slide. So in this slide now we are going to discuss what are the different ways of minimization of DFA, that is known as what are the different outlines related to our concept. Here we are learning what is the real introduction about this topic, then learning examples, then what are the different applications are used of our NFA part. And we know that every DFA must be converted to NFA, but whenever user want to convert any type of NFA diagram to normal DFA diagram, in that moment it looks like one complex part. So if a user want to simplify it, we must follow some techniques that is known as one simplification technique. By using that simplification we can easily convert some complicated NFA diagram to normal DFA diagram. Next we are going to discuss what is the real introduction about this topic. Here in this topic we are learning how to minimize of DFA, means reducing the number of states from given finite automata. Thus we get the finite state machine with redundant states after minimizing that is known as finite state machine. We know that whenever user want to design any type of DFA, and each and every type of DFA is a part of a finite state machine. That means it's a finite automata. Finite automata is always based on some actual value and the limited. That is no any imagination or any predicted way of movement or predictive wave transitions. But in the case of NFA we have some predictable transitions, means unwanted transitions. We have more than one transitions on the same input value whatever, but in the DFA case we have some limited transitions according to user requirement, no more than or no lesser than, whatever we can design on the base of basic rules of that input structure. So we have to follow, that is known as, just we can say the various steps to minimize the DFA, and there are as follows. The step 1, remove all the states that are untraceable from the initial state via any state of the transition of DFA. Because if a user want to remove any type of states in their diagram, we must to learn about what are the unreachable from the initial state via any set of transition of DFA. If a user is not aware about some transitions in their diagram, then how to say that it is on one unreachable way of movement in their structure. So in the step 2 we can learn how to draw the transition table for all pair of states. If a user is not aware about how to design, how to make one transition tables at the time of creation of a specific type of state chart diagram, in that moment we can follow this step 2 information. So here in the step 3, now split the transition table into two tables, that is known as a T1 and T2. If the T1 contains all finite states and T2 contains some non-finite states, in that moment we can construct a diagram which is a combination of T1 as well as T2 formation. If a user is not aware about it, at last a user never design any type of tables or any type of structures which is not the part of this DFA concept. So that it is one way through which you can be minimize the whole complicated DFA diagram to one simplified DFA diagram. Next we are going to discuss the step 4. In the step 4 we are learning how to find some similar rows from T1, such that we have a transitions like Q with input symbol A, then we are getting like P, then we can say that is the part of transition table with the R comma A is the input symbol, then also we are getting like P. This means to find the two states which have same value of A and B and remove one of them. If a user getting same value with at the time of transition with the same input type, then we can accept a single input state. We never consider both state. That means either we can remove the value of set input value of A or input value of B. We must remove one of them. Then we can repeat the step 5. In that step 5 user must repeat the step 3 until we find no similar rows available in the transition table T1. If a user is repeating that way of movements, means the way of execution of this transition diagram, then we must repeat to call the step 3 in that moment until we find no similar rows available in this structure. Then the transition table is known as a T1. In the step 6, repeat the step 3 and step 4 for the table T2. Similarly, whenever user want to manipulate the table T2, in that moment same step 3 and step 4 must be repeated in that structure. The step 7, now we can combine the reduced T1 and T2 tables. Then the combined transition table is the transition table of minimized DFA concept. So in the next structure we are learning how to minimize the DFA according through this example. So here we have a diagram, it is known as one complicated form of this DFA diagram. There is need to reduction of this diagram to simplification of some simple structure. So we must follow these steps which are already learned in the previous slide. So today we are learning what are the different steps related to this diagram reduction technique. So here we have the step 1. In the given DFA, Q2 and Q4, just look out, here we have number of states like Q0, Q1, Q2, then Q3, Q4, Q5. We have 6 number of states. We need to reduce some states and those states contain equal transitions value. Then we can reduce it. So here in the step 1, the given DFA, we have the Q2 and Q4 as unreachable state. Here that is known as a Q2 and Q4, which is unreachable. There is no any state to reach to this Q2 and Q4. That's why it is known as a Q2 and Q4 is unreachable states. So that we need to remove them because these two states have no any state linked. That means that there is no any chance to Q1 can shift to Q2 or Q1 can shift to Q4. It is one isolated state. That's why we need to remove from this diagram. So in the step 2, draw the transition table for the rest of the states. Whenever user can remove this Q2 and Q4 state from this diagram, then again we need to design one transition table by taking Q0, Q1, Q3 and Q5. In the next slide, we are designing the transition table of the just a reduction of these two states Q. That is the part of which is already displayed in the slide, Q2 and Q4. Whenever Q2 and Q4 is removed, then we can designing this transition table. In the transition table we have Q0, Q1, Q3 and Q5 because Q2, Q4 are removed from this diagram because both are isolated from this DFA diagram. That's why we can remove this two state from the DFA diagram. So here in that state we have the 3 number of states. One is a Q0 is known as initial state, Q1 is we have another state, then Q3, Q5 both are final state because it is always recognized through one double rounded circle. That's why it is known as a 2 or 1 final state. Whenever user can put 0 input symbol to state Q0, in that time we are getting a state that is known as Q1. Similarly, whenever user can put 1 to Q0, then we are getting Q3. Both are not still equal, both are different values from this transition table. Similarly, Q1 can take the input symbol 0, then we are getting Q0. Similarly, the 1 is put to Q1, then we are getting Q3. And that Q3 is known as the final state. It can take a input symbol like 0, then we can getting Q5. And whenever 1 is put the Q3, then we are getting same value that is known as a Q5. Similarly, whenever user can put 0 to Q5, getting same Q5, and 1, then we are getting Q5, same value. So here Q3, Q5 are getting some states which are same value that is known as Q5. In the previous slide already you can just look here. Whenever user can put in case of Q3 0, then we are getting Q5. The user can put 1, then also that Q5 is directed. Similarly, that Q5 can also take 0 or 1. It is self directed. That means same value Q5. Then whenever user can design this transition table, then we need to design another step that is known as the step 3. In that step 3, we now divide the rows of transition table into 2 sets, as just you can say one set contains those rows. We start from one, we can say that is a part of non-final states. So here we have some non-final states. So whenever user can create a one state and that state contains some non-final states, that is known as a Q0 and Q1. That means from the previous slide we have that technique that is known as Q0, Q1. These two sides are just we can say isolated from this diagram. Just we can divide this part, 2 part. Q0, whenever user can put 0, then we are getting Q1. Similar one, there's a Q3 which is already discussed in the previous slide, that Q1 taking 0, we can getting Q0, Q1 taking 1 input symbol, then we are getting Q3. So another set contains those rows which start from the final states, and here we have one table like that is Q3 and Q5. Whenever user can put 0 input symbol to Q3, then we are getting Q5, 1, same Q5, and 5 state also taking 0 or 1 getting the same input value, or can say same output state, that is Q5. Both are Q5. So we need to follow next 4 steps. Set the 1 has no similar rows, so set 1 will be the same. Whenever user getting no similar states, then the set 1 should be setting as 1 will be the same. That means something which must be distracted from the diagram. So here we have that part, just we can say that is the Q3, we taking Q5 and Q5. So here the state in set 2 and row 1 and row 3 are similar, since Q3 and Q5 are transit to the same state whenever user can put 0 and so skip, that is known as Q5, and then replace Q5 by Q3. Whenever user can remove that Q5, because both Q3 and Q5 contain same value Q5, whenever that Q3 is replaced that Q5, that means the Q5 value must be replaced with Q3. That's why in the previous slide already we have taking that Q3 contain value Q5 and Q5, but here that Q5 state is totally removed. Whenever this Q5 state totally removed, in that time that Q5 must be replaced through Q3. So here in the set 2, now row 1 and row 2 are similar, since Q3 and Q5 transit to the same state on 0 and 1. So skip Q5 and then replace Q5 by Q3 in the rest, which is already, whenever that Q5 is replaced by Q3, then it is already displayed in this slide in that table. The next we are learning the step 6. In that step 6 we are going to discuss, just you can say the part of Q0 which is known as initial state, and whenever user can put 0 to Q0 state, in that time we can getting a state, and that state known as Q1. And similarly whenever user can put 1 to Q0, in that time we are getting a state that is known as Q3, which are already mentioned in this table. So similarly whenever user can put 0 to Q1, then we are getting Q0 and Q3, which is already explained in the previous slide, both because Q0 and Q1 contains some different values, that's why it is combined in a single place, in a single table. Similarly user can put, like here Q3 is known as a final state, we know that, because that is denoted as star. Star means the final state. In the diagram case it is represented through double rounded circle. So whenever that Q3 taking 0 input symbol, then it can create a state that is known as Q3, because you know that in the previous slide that Q5 is replaced through this Q3 state. So whenever user can put 1 to Q3, similarly that Q3 also contains same state Q3, because that Q5 is already replaced, that's why it is contained Q3. In the next slide we are designing this. Now it is a transition table of the minimized DFA. Just in this diagram we have some techniques, because we have followed these 6 steps. According to the steps we can easily minimize the diagram. Whenever the diagram is simply minimized, in that time we can easily recognize and easily manipulate overall structure of that state. So here in the diagram we can making 3 number of states, that is known as Q0, Q1 and Q3. So here that Q0 taking one input symbol like 0, then is automatically create Q1. Whenever user can put 1, then it is automatically linked with state Q3. Whenever user can put 1 to input symbol like 0, then automatically link with, that is known as Q0. So whenever user can also put 1 to Q1, then it is linked with that input state link, that is known as a 1 input symbol, and that is linked with Q3, and here that Q3 is known as a 1 final state. Similarly user can put 0 and 1 to that state chart diagram. In that moment we are getting an output which is self redirected. Whenever that self redirected diagram is formation, that is known as a Q3, and that Q3 is a part of this minimized transition DFA concept. 15 minutes है 5 minutes. So here this diagram somehow related to our previous conversation technique. Whenever user want to design this diagram, we must follow up some steps. According to that step, we must allow some technique. So that technique must be aware about some user. If a user is not still taking any type of advantage of the creation of the diagram, in that moment we are getting some problems. Now we can just focus on the previous slide. In that previous slide already, that's known as a step 4 and step 5. Here whenever user want to just set one has no similar rows, because we have the different rows. That's why we can create just one new set. That set will be the same. Whenever those sets have different parameters, different values, then there is no need to change that structure. So in the step 5, if a user want to set 2 and row 1 and row 2 are similar, that's why in the case of set 2, that is the Q3 and Q5 contain some similar values which is already mentioned in the diagram, like here Q3, Q5. That's why that Q5 is removed, or instead of this Q5 we can take Q3, so that if a user is not aware about it, then we are getting some complexity at the time of conversation. So if a user must be aware about some another part, that is known as the formation of the combination of these two states, that is known as a set 1 and set 2. Whenever both states are combined, it can create some output. So that in that moment we must aware about the structure. If a user is not aware about it, then it is create some complexity at the time of conversation. If that conversation is not so strong, then we are getting an error, which is already mentioned in this diagram here. So in this application of what is the real use of that NFA application, in that NFA application we are going to learn what is the meaning of what are the different type of NFAs and DFAs are equivalent, in that if a language is recognized by an NFA, it is also recognized by a DFA and vice versa. So the establishment of such equivalence is important and useful. So it is useful because constructing an NFA to recognize a given language, which is sometimes much easier than constructing a DFA for that language. So according to that requirement, user must be easily create some NFA structure as well as some DFA structure. If a user is not aware about it, then we are getting some complexity at the time of conversation. So if a user is must be so sensitive at the time of conversation, because here this line known as the establishment of such equivalence is important and useful. So it is useful because the constructing an NFA to recognize a given language is sometimes much easier than constructing a DFA for that language. So if a user is not so taking this advantage, then we are getting lots of complexity at the time of conversation of NFA to DFA part. So here it is important because NFAs can be used to reduce the complexity of the mathematical work required to establish many important properties in the theory of computation, because we know that a theory of computation is a vast concept. Whenever user can create this concept, it is not so easy for the creation of each and every part of the diagram or every part of the concept. So if a user is not aware about it, then it creates a lots of complexity at the time of conversation. So each and every type of theory of computation must be contain two criteria. One is known as finite and another known as a non-finite, and also we have lots of concept like push down automata and different techniques through which you can be remove that NFA to DFA, whatever we can say. Last but not least, here we have an example. It is much easier to prove, that is known as a closure properties of regular languages using NFAs and DFAs than DFAs, because we know that whenever user want to choose the conversation of, or we can say some proving the closure properties of regular language, in that moment we must be aware about it, because we know that a regular language may be created the concept of NFAs or DFAs, but here that easier proving structure through closure properties of regular language only using like NFAs. So NFAs is so easier than DFA, because whenever user want to prove that closure properties of DFA, it takes lots of time. That's why you need to convert this conversation of that NFA to DFA, which is much easier at the time of conversation of NFA to DFA, but here that DFA is so complex, so that we are follow up that is NFA part. So NFA is so easier and user friendly to form overall structure in this diagram. So according to this NFA part, we must be aware about it. and that aware must be depends on the user. If a user is not be aware how to minimize, how to reduce the whole overall structure of the diagram, then it creates a lots of problem. According to this concept, because you know that how to follow some steps, according to that step we can easily minimize the overall DFA structure. So it is a general procedure, we must be followed on that way. If a user is not followed this kind of procedures, we are getting lots of complexity at the time of conversation, because you know that conversation is so easy, but minimization is more important than conversation, because after conversation we are getting a complex structure. So according to this diagram we are getting simplification, and that simplification is more user friendly in the previous structure. Okay, finally, thank you. If you have any type of queries, you can send through YouTube comment box. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.